Good day everyone. We're producing this video to show you and to let you know the 2020 latest scam brokers in South Africa. So we've listed 10 of them and which you are seeing and their scores are being displayed under them. So we believe this will help you to know the type of brokers to trade with either in South Africa or around South Africa. So as we'll start, after this, then we'll go on a brief discussion on why WikiFX application gave them this score and the reason behind we saying you should not trade with these forex brokers. So we'll start with Think Market. Think Market was given a score of 2.32, so it has a very low score. AF index is the second one, 1.82. Aura FX2, 1.41. Octa FX, 1.37. MBA Trading, 1.32. GCG International, it has a score of 1.29. Gasin Forex, it has a score of 1.29 as well. Atlas FX, 1.27. GCG International, 1.26, and the last one UKG, it has a score of 1.18. So we would like to go on a brief reason and show you some findings made on these brokers, why they will be given these scores. So we'll move down. We can start with MBA Trading. It said MBA Trading Exchange Nigeria was one of the investment companies in Nigeria that claimed to offer services to teaching lessons on how to trade foreign exchange markets. This trading company has been offering services in Nigeria and had reached many people since the time of their service and had many investors, which the company promised to give return of their investment based on the time interval. As people continue to invest their capital with MBA Trading, expecting some reward, suddenly a report of crashed arise. So concerning MBA Trading, it's it's a forex, it's from Nigeria, but they are kind of giving a teaching on trading or managing accounts for for some traders, but at the long run they are being seen as scam brokers, all because after the time or interval for agreement lapse, they fail to give traders their money. They fail to refund their money. They fail to release their funds together with their profits. So, and at the lower part of this Ponzi, it's a Ponzi scheme that is doomed to crash. So stay away from this unlicensed market operator. So according to our application WikiFX, it has confirmed that this platform, this broker is a Ponzi scheme platform and not a real forex trading platform. So we advise you not to trade with this kind of broker. So, and because they are unlicensed, they don't have license, probably they were not regulated. So the second one we're talking about is AF index. AF index exceeds the business scope regulated by United States NFA. They have their license number, as you can see, but many people complain about inability to withdraw from their account. Some accounts have been frozen, some from different sources, and there were some traders when being asked to pay 10% or whatever percentage so as to be able to recover their funds from their account. Or even doing that, they end up being scammed, both their first deposit and the percentage deposit. So it has a very low score in WikiFX application, which we have made a lot of research on this broker, and we are telling you not to trade with this kind of broker. So the third one we'll be talking about is CGC International. This broker, it has no regulatory information. This broker, they are not well regulated, and they are being rated 1.26 out of 10 in in our application. So it has been verified that they have no license. So we admonish you not to trade with this kind of broker too. So the fourth one we'll be discussing is UKG. UKG, according to reviews, according to information, according to our research, UKG is a fraud platform. They blurred accounts of some of some traders as well, and are demanding for some fees to unblock. So in order while doing that, it's still the same method of scamming traders. So we everyone who pays this extra fee will end up with no good end and will eventually disappear along with the initial profits and deposits. So even after paying the first deposit and a percentage so as to regain your account, all will end up being forfeited. So we advise you not to trade with this kind of platform. So the fifth one we're talking about is FX. FX gets a very low score in WikiFX. It has no license and MT4, MT5 software. There's no valid regulatory information in this broker. If you are going to trade with this broker, please think twice. So these are a review about FX on our application. It has very low score. It has a very low score due to our reviews and research on this broker. So it has no very valid regulatory information and no license. So there is no even MT4, MT5 software as you know the usefulness. So beware of this broker as well. Gassing Forex. Gassing Forex, they have two websites. Like one the main website is gassinforex.com and the other one gassinsforex.com. These websites, they are one is actually being used to scam traders. They also claim to be regulated in Canada MBS, and they show the regulatory registration number on their website. After running the registration via FinTrack, it showed that it belongs to a different broker. So it's as if the broker is being cloned. So if you are trying to trade this kind of broker, just make a research on Gassing broker on WikiFX application so as to know the one to trade with between the two. So Garson is using other licenses to cheat and scam people investing with them. So this the name of this book, their website, it affects some traders in the sense that they are not being able to get the real website so as to know they want to trade with. So and they end up going to the wrong website and trading with them if depositing their funds, and later on they end up being scammed. So you should get concrete information about the real one, so and know the one licensed and the one not licensed. So the next one is OctaFX. OctaFX is considered highly risk. OctaFX is not publicly traded and does not operate a bank. Of TIFS is scamming investors by taking illegal transactions from suspicious agents and circulating money and even large transactions in various countries, including India. It has been verified that this broker currently has no valid regulatory. Please beware of the risk. So OctaFX too, it is not regulated. The broker is not regulated. It has no valid regulatory. So no, it's operating in the form of a bank. So it's operating in the form of a bank, and most of them they are trying to scam investors, or they are like taking illegal transactions from agents, just all in the aim of just of scamming traders. So just you can just check more review about WikiFX on WikiFX application so as to know more before you can trade. So beware of this application of this broker too. The eighth one is GCG International. So after taking a look at their website by WikiFX, so it shows that they do not fall under any regulatory agency. There's a major red flag. So you should understand the meaning of this red flag. So they are not under any regulating agency. So and they also work with websites that offer automated trading software, which is another red flag. So this kind of broker too should be beware of, and they are very notorious and famous about scamming traders. So beware of these kind of broker too. So the next one we'll be talking about is Think Market. Think Market. The investigators of WikiFX confirmed that Think Market's real address failed to match the one in its regulatory information. So they are being kind of dubious too. With the aim of scamming forex traders. So the broker seems to move away from its original registration location, which was the reason we failed to confirm its physical presence. So we were unable to confirm their physical presence, their office. There's no valid information about them. There's no valid information about them. The were addressed on their websites fails to match the one on their regulatory information. So this kind of broker too, we should beware of them. So the last one which we'll be talking about is Atlas FX. So Atlas FX is just another unregulated forex broker, which means the customer are not protected. So their money in their inside these inside this broker's account is at stake. It's at stake, and it's a high possibility that it can be withdrawn. So beware of this broker to Atlas FX because it's unregulated. It's unregulated. So and traders are not protected. Their funds are not protected, and they can be scammed of their funds, they earn money, and because there's no regulatory agency to hold them responsible, so there must be a regulatory agency to hold all these brokers responsible, as you all know, before we can agree that yes, these brokers can be traded with. So these are reviews, these are research on these brokers, so you can learn more, you can go and search more on WikiFX application about these brokers before you can trade with them. So these are the forex brokers in South Africa which we advise you to beware of and run away from them. So we'll be releasing another video on ones on brokers from South Africa which you can trade with. Thank you.